Hey, how's it going, everyone? What is up? And welcome to my Flash review for this week. This week's episode, again, like every Flash episode, was fucking awesome. This more than most, for the reasons that I will get into. But yeah, sorry if this is a few minutes late. I had a little bit of trouble with actually watching the episode on the site that I use. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. So my number 5 moment is Team Flash and the Rogues team up. The first full team scene where everyone was in the same room was just hilarious, and pretty much every scene with them after that, it was comedy gold while being serious at the same time. The whole Cisco Golden Glider thing, he even names her in this episode Golden Glider. It was just hilarious as shit. And when the Megas broke out of the prison and everything was going on, and freaking Cole killing Deathbolt, or whatever his name was, that freaked me out. How his face looked after that. It was just ridiculous. All the scenes with them were straight up hilarious. Except for the fucking cold puns. I swear to God, I'm getting tired of the cold puns, guys. Stop. So my number 4 moment is Eddie tells Iris the future and Iris lets go. Further showing that Barry is ending up with Iris, pretty much, I assume. Whereas Arrow hasn't really given any insight to Oliver and Laurel, and that's really frustrating, but that's not what this episode's about. So yeah, Eddie tells Iris about the news clipping from the future that he saw, and basically that there had been 3 people in that relationship, him, Iris, and Barry. And yeah, he basically asked her to let go, and she did, without thinking. And it's hilarious. But yeah, I can't wait to see where that storyline goes, and how Eddie reacts to that ending, seeing how he was going to propose. It's probably going to fuck with him pretty bad, and it's probably going to make him hate Barry. And that really leads me to believe, a lot of people, including myself, have been noticing that there have been a shit ton of scenes inside that treadmill, where the super speed treadmill is. In the comics, Hunter Zolomon gets his powers when he loses his legs, and he asks Wally to go back in time and save his legs. But Wally doesn't do it, so he gets pissed off at Wally. He's mad as hell, and then he tries to do it himself by using the cosmic treadmill, and it blows up, turning him into Zoom. Hunter Zolomon Zoom. I think that would be pretty cool if that was to happen on the show. It seems like it would work. And instead of operating off the Speed Force or negative Speed Force, he'd be operating directly off of time and have that distorted speech and stuff. And I just think it would be awesome. Probably not this season, and probably not even next. But it would be cool to see his character decline, like Season 2 Laurel's did. And instead of getting better in Season 3, it just gets completely worse, and he turns evil. So my number 3 moment is Barry is taking charge. He's making decisions now, and I love it. Since Wells is going, and so are his instructions, Barry has to take lead. He pretty much confirmed later in the episode he was trying to be like the Arrow, because the Arrow gets stuff done no matter what the cost. And it just made me see the comic book Flash, in those scenes. He is taking charge, he's making the decisions, he's the hero, he knows what needs to be done. Even though it didn't work out in the end, he still started making decisions, and it's just so cool to see, and it's going to be awesome to see that evolve in Season 2 and stuff, and especially when Wally West comes on the show. When he gets Wally West to train and stuff, that's really going to take charge, and it's going to be cool to see. So my number 2 moment. Well, Cole sort of double crosses Barry, but at the same time saves him. So of course at the end, Cole finds a way to turn their agreement into his advantage, and he doesn't kill Barry, but he sets the Megas free. I was really hoping that they wouldn't go that route. I was hoping it would be more of Cole helps him all the way until the end, and then they just go separate ways. Done deal. He keeps his word, and that's what leads Rip Hunter to recruiting him in the spin-off series to actually help save the world and the universe, I assume. But it didn't go so much like that. But I mean, it didn't go completely bad. He double crossed him, but he didn't kill him. He saves him, actually. So, I mean, I just don't know how that works. I really wish that Cole would have followed through, so it gives Rip Hunter more of a reason to recruit him in the spin-off show, and not just, some guy who never keeps his word. But that's just me. But it's still a moment. So my number one moment, of course, is the big fight. The big fight was so fucking cool. Like, the talk that they had before the fight was awesome. It was basically just Reverse Flash, Professor Zoom, Airbar, whatever you want to call him, like, dissing Barry, like, saying, "You'll never beat me, ever, and you're a bitch." It was basically that, and it was just it was funny to see. Like, it was just great. And then when Firestorm and Oliver comes in, if you guys are wondering about the timeline is Arrow episode 23, then the Flash episode 22, and then the Flash episode 23. So in this episode, Arrow is already over. Arrow's finale has aired in this episode, because they messed up the timeline. But the fight was awesome. It had super speed fighting. Barry was actually getting some punches in and actually kicking his ass. They used teamwork. Ray Palmer came out with some nanotech arrows that took Wells's or Elbar's speed away, and it was just so cool. Freaking the scene that I thought that Hawkgirl was actually going to come in, where she knocks Reverse Flash off the building. I thought she was going to knock Reverse Flash off the building, but it was actually Barry and Firestorm coordinating for Firestorm to flame his ass off the building, and for Oliver to put one of those nanotech whatever arrows into his back. And yeah, they capture him. Barry got him, and holy crap, it's amazing. But yeah, the trailer for this, basically it looks like Flashpoint, guys. I'm not lying. I think I'm going to do a trailer breakdown for this, or I'm thinking about waiting until tomorrow to do the extended trailer and the Canadian trailer, and put them in one video and break them both down. So I might wait for that, but you're definitely getting a breakdown for the finale episodes. You're getting top 10 moments for both Arrow and Flash finales. I can't wait. It's gonna be so great. And yeah, the only minuses I had in this episode was the big fight felt rushed. You never get to see Barry call for help for Firestorm and Oliver. It was just pretty rushed to me. And the only other negative besides that is all of the fucking cold puns. I'm not taking any points off for those. 10 out of 10. This episode was awesome. The fig bite. God damn it. The big fight was awesome. And yeah, hope you guys enjoyed the video. This video is way too long already. And I will see you guys on the next one, which is tomorrow. I cannot wait. It's the Arrow finale. Peace.